not every show can be as dope as the fucking God, who was it? Young Buck in Missoula.
I think I missed that one.
Oh yeah, dude.
Everybody did because it didn't happen.
Did Buck miss it too?
He was there,
No,
but it didn't go down.
The fucking craziest story ever.
Okay, well, what happened,
All right, so
Sorry, Ambidex.
me and Shane basically hit up Ambidex because we saw that he had a show with fucking Young Buck at the strip club in Missoula at the Fox Club.
Okay.
Right? So we hit him up. We get added to the show. And then that night, they basically had the performers performed on the stage where the strippers usually perform, right? And so since we were using that part of it, they set up a separate like VIP area. Like right as you walk in the door, there's a room to the left, and they set up the VIP, and the actual strippers were in there for the night because we were out there for the performance. So me and Shane go on, we perform, kill it like usual. Then we get off, and Ambidex goes on stage, and when we get off stage, we walk over to kind of where near the bar is, and like we're about to order a drink, and some guy is like at the front of the strip club area, the VIP entrance, and he's like, "Oh man, you guys are cool to come in, man. You guys can come in if you want." And so I fucking grab a drink, and I look over, and the tip bar in the strip club is literally like, there's like a couple people sitting on the left. There's like, I don't know, probably 12 chairs up front of the fucking tip rail. And there's like 4 seats on the end that are unoccupied. And I see something underneath one of the seats. I don't know what it is, but there's something on the ground underneath one of the seats. So I fucking take off. I go over there and I sit down in front of that seat, not really knowing what it is, but kind of having an idea. And I reach down and I grab it and I fucking look at it. And it's literally a knot of money like this big around. Hundreds. And so I fucking stashed that shit and I sat there for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, posted up, just waiting to see if anyone came looking for it, because we're in a strip club. Obviously somebody lost their money, right. But not like I give a fuck who lost their money. It's not my problem, And so I scooped it up and sat there for a minute, and then when I felt like no one was looking for it immediately, I got up and like kind of just took off towards the backstage, and I walk in the backstage. Actually, before I got to the backstage, someone did see me pick it up. The stripper comes over and fucking, she's like, "I saw you pick something up. What'd you find?" And I'm like, "I'm not quite sure what I found, but I'm like, I know you didn't lose it, so." And
it wasn't a G-string.
Yeah,
so, like,
it wasn't a bag of Coke, boo-boo.
And she's like, "Whatever it is, you better give me some." And so I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll buy a dance from you." I'm like, "Let me just go see what I got, and I'll come back and I'll get a dance from you, and I'll give you something." And so like I go in the back and fucking find Shane. He's in the backstage area waiting. That's how it went, right? I'm pretty sure you were in the backstage.
I was either back there close. And
I just remember walking in and I'm like, this just became a paid gig.
I'm like, what?
Fucking $3,300 in hundreds. Like just a fucking knot of money, right? So at that point I'm like, I don't give a fuck who lost it, like.
We didn't even know who lost it.
Yeah,
at that point.
and I'm like, there's really no way to fucking, like, I ain't gonna go turn that in because it ain't gonna go back to the person who lost it.
They're gonna make an announcement.
I mean, ultimately,
we found $3,300.
Ultimately, the ethics.
Please come claim it.
The ethics.
Everybody in the fucking club goes up
around. Basically, like, nah, man. Like anyone else would have kept the money, so of course I'm just gonna keep that fucking money. And so me and Shane divvy up the money or whatever and fucking go about our night. Ambidex on stage rocking it. Next thing you know, Ambidex is like at the back door after his performance, like waiting for Young Buck to come in.
Oh, it was the show money.
I mean,
we didn't know that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we didn't know that. But
yes,
the promoter ended up, whoever was the investor went there thinking he was balling out of control. I'm sure he was wearing baggy shorts or some baggy fucking sweatpants, getting his fucking lap dance on right at that same spot where I found the money. And that shit probably just plopped out and made its way into my pocket.
Fuck you.
What's funny
we didn't know.
We did not know, and we kept it real. Years later, it was after the Rappin' Forte show, I think. The next day after we brought Forte to the Cat's Paw, me, you, and Dex met up and had breakfast. And I don't know if you remember this, but I told him, I was like, bro, like, just so you know, man, I'm like, that Young Buck show, I was like, I found the money. I was like, but I had no fucking clue that it was your money. Like, like we had no fucking clue, dude. Like, literally just found money and happened to be that money.
Yeah.
What Dex
Well, you
said.
wouldn't expect, like...
He laughed about it. He's like...
Because it was his homie, he had the money.
fucking figures, fucking idiot. He was just going off about how the dude was an idiot and fucking thought he was balling out of control. And
yeah, I wouldn't have figured, like, Ambidex would have lost that money. But
Dex
obviously his fucking homie thought he was cool.